Intro dramatic music plays. Hey there, animal lovers! Have you ever wondered what happens to injured or abandoned wild animals? Who takes care of them when they're hurt and can't fend for themselves? Well, today we're diving into the world of animal rescue. We'll share some truly incredible stories that will warm your heart and maybe even bring a tear to your eye. So, get ready for an emotional journey as we explore incredible animal rescue stories. Main content. Let's start by talking about what animal rescue really means. Animal rescue is the process of saving animals from dangerous situations or poor living conditions. It involves finding, helping, and caring for animals in need. These animals might be injured, sick, or abandoned. Rescue organizations work tirelessly to give these animals a second chance at life. Now let's look at 3 amazing rescue stories that show the impact of this important work. Our first story takes us to a busy highway in California. A young mountain lion was spotted wandering along the road, clearly disoriented and in danger. Wildlife officials were called to the scene. They carefully approached the scared animal, using special equipment to keep both the lion and themselves safe. After a tense hour-long operation, they successfully captured the mountain lion. It turns out the poor creature was suffering from severe dehydration and malnutrition. Our second rescue story happened in the Australian outback. A group of hikers stumbled upon a kangaroo trapped in an old mining shaft. The kangaroo had been stuck there for days, unable to jump out. Local wildlife rescuers were called in to help. They used ropes and a pulley system to carefully lift the exhausted animal out of the shaft. The kangaroo was weak and had some minor injuries, but it was alive thanks to the quick thinking of the hikers and rescuers. Our final rescue story takes place in the icy waters of Alaska. A pod of orcas became trapped in a small area of open water surrounded by ice. The whales couldn't find their way back to the open ocean. A team of marine biologists and local volunteers worked together to create a path through the ice. They used special ice-breaking equipment and worked for hours in freezing conditions. Finally, they managed to create a channel for the orcas to swim through to safety. Now that we've heard these incredible stories, let's talk about what happens after the rescue. The rehabilitation process is crucial for getting these animals back to health and eventually returning them to the wild. For the mountain lion, rehabilitation involved careful medical treatment and a special diet. Wildlife veterinarians treated its dehydration and slowly nursed it back to health. The process took several weeks, with the lion gradually regaining its strength. The rescued kangaroo needed time to recover from its ordeal in the mining shaft. It was given a thorough medical examination and treated for its injuries. The kangaroo was kept in a special enclosure where it could rest and regain its strength. For the orcas, rehabilitation mainly involved monitoring their health after the stressful experience. Marine biologists tracked the pod's movements to ensure they were behaving normally and feeding well. Now for the part we've all been waiting for, the happy endings. I'm thrilled to tell you that our mountain lion friend is now back in the wild. After 2 months of rehabilitation, it was strong enough to be released in a safe area of its natural habitat. Wildlife officials continue to monitor it from a distance to ensure it's thriving. The kangaroo made a full recovery and was released back into the Australian bush. It hopped away with enthusiasm, clearly happy to be back in its natural environment. As for the orcas, they successfully made their way back to the open ocean. Recent sightings confirm that the pod is doing well and continuing their natural migration patterns. These stories show the incredible impact of animal rescue efforts, but you might be wondering, how can I help? Well, there are several ways you can make a difference. First, you can support local wildlife rescue organizations through donations. Every little bit helps them continue their important work. You can also volunteer your time. Many rescue centers need help with tasks like preparing food, cleaning enclosures, or even assisting with rescues if you have the right skills. Another way to help is by spreading awareness. Share rescue stories on social media to educate others about the importance of wildlife conservation. If you spot an animal in distress, don't try to rescue it yourself. Instead, call your local wildlife authorities or rescue organization. They have the expertise and equipment to handle these situations safely. Lastly, you can make small changes in your daily life to help wildlife. This might include reducing plastic use, driving carefully in areas with wildlife, or creating a wildlife-friendly garden. Outro. As we've seen today, animal rescue is a challenging but incredibly rewarding field. These stories remind us of the positive impact we can have when we come together to help animals in need. Whether it's a mountain lion, a kangaroo, or a pod of orcas, every animal deserves a chance at life. So let's all do our part to support animal rescue efforts and protect our amazing wildlife. If you enjoyed this video, Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring animal stories. Until next time, keep loving and protecting our animal friends.